Oh no, I've done a kabam. Hello everybody. So first of all, I just want to start off this video by saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry about some information not being correct. So the information, which if you've seen thumbnail, title, is basically about bans attributed to the Mythic crystal. So the information, when I do the MCNs, a lot of the time I have to make them the day before. And this is just because things have changed. I work during the time frame that I normally make videos. So up until about, I don't know, 10 p.m. UK time, that is when I have all the information I have for the day, and anything that changes story-wise, like, new kabam answer against something, I have to largely wait until the next day to then kind of answer the question. The reason that I'm kind of making this video at quarter to 11 p.m. UK time on a Friday night, and this is going out on Saturday, is because, well, I'm trying to catch up with everything that's going on, and something happened, right? So, from the video that I posted, the MCN, which was this one, say Mythic Crystal bans begin, kind of pointing to that. So what the information that we had at the time when it came to the situation was that somebody had seen a fresh ban on the 13th of July. Now, this could have been one of many things. This could have been a ban for arena bots. This could have been a ban for battlegrounds related stuff. But with the time frame, it looked more obvious to be with this. Even the player themselves referring to, I opened 50 by the way, Mythic Crystal. And at this point, you treat it as face value and go, okay, well, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. But turns out it wasn't. It was a goose masquerading with a mask on, with a costume on of a duck. That's kind of the best way I can describe this particular situation. So, yeah, first of all, I want to say sorry to anybody. I'm not a multi-million-dollar company. I'm a person in a room trying to trust information that I'm seeing right here from somebody. Trust a member of this community. And that's something I'm going to have to be as careful on as possible in the future as to information that we kind of like cover. And especially for those that have kind of like, because everybody that interacted with this particular thread was under that impression. The player was quite, obvious and honest that is what they believed to be the truth. It was only until I found out, like, later evening or evening time on Friday, so the day I'm recording this, that is and was not the case. And in fact, that was a bit further from the truth. So what actually happened? Why was this person banned? Well, you're not gonna believe this. You really aren't. So the player says, in response to all of this, when people are saying, so I question this. Of course, this was coming into Friday. People were questioning this. Your ban must be unrelated to the Mythic Crystals, as someone has opened 1,250 on YouTube and there's no banners yet. So yeah, then people were questioning that. Shu was questioning that. And even like, we'll talk about kind of like the way it kind of like unraveled itself. But yeah, this is the answer right here. Ing asks question, why were you banned? What did you do? Really need to know what's going on. Just learn that emulators are a bannable offense. Feel kind of stupid, but I'm not going to complain. So that was what that was all about. That's what that's all about. Yeah. So as I said, sorry. Of course, up until that point, I think a lot of us took it at face value. I took it at face value. And even people in this thread for a time, because it was quick to react on stuff like, oh my god, well, what's happening? What are they going to do to players? Are they going to ban them? And yeah, as kind of, Kabam have kind of like said quite rightly. So apologies, because obviously to this thread, I said I didn't know. Like, again, you take it at face value. If the player says I feel I got banned because of this, you go, right, well, I guess that's because of that. It's only when you then find out, oh, they used an emulator, you're like, oh, God's sake, what's going on? If that's, yeah, as I said, I'm sorry about that, but look, yeah, it is what it is. Command Mike does say to this particular subject, as we have very clearly stated a number of times, nobody was banned for this, and we have no plans to ban anyone for this issue. Anybody says this, if anybody says they've been banned due to this issue, they are lying to you. There you go. And as I said, I'm going to have to be more stricter in future on situations like this. I literally will have to vet and double vet when it comes to these particular situations. You know, if someone says I got banned because of this, I'm gonna have to go back to saying no, you're a liar, and that's bad, isn't it? It's kind of but we've got to toe the line with this stuff. We reserve the right to ban anybody that knowingly exploits unintended bugs in game in I can't say this right, egregious circumstances. I think I said it right first time then. But have only gone that route in very rare extreme circumstances. In this case, we are able to temporarily disable the crystal across the game pretty quickly and have committed to removing the crystals and rewards gained from those crystals from users. So, yes. Yeah. That's that. That is indeed that. I'm probably going to change the MCN for Friday. I'll find a way to maybe kind of like edit it somehow. If not, if I have to kind of like delete the video, I'll have to delete the video, because it just doesn't really kind of tie in with the integrity of what we were covering or how we were covering it. And yeah, as I said, I've got to be more careful in future when it comes to those bits of information. And I think as a community, not just me, but everybody that interacted with that thread is going to have to, you know, really probe on this, because as I said, we could be in a situation where we're like, okay, that's not being banned because of that thing. We don't know what's happening with the side quests. Nothing's been said about that. And Kabam have said, obviously towing the line close to what they said previously, was that they would not be banning. I think Shoes got the info from my vid. I don't know where. I don't know what. It's probably from Kabam Mike thing somewhere. As soon as the issue is identified, blah 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 blah. We don't anticipate having to ban any player, but if you could claim these crystals, please do not open them. We'll be taking back the rewards that have gone. But if more of those crystals were open, but more likely for problems to arise. So I don't know, like it kind of like the more likely for problems to arise thing did kind of give the impression that there could be something of more severe. Obviously it doesn't exactly say that, but what, you know, anything can happen. You know, I thought I'd be kind of like going, okay, well, this looks to be a bannable offense based on someone saying open mythic crystals, and I was wrong on that one. So, and many others were, not just myself. So yeah, as I said, my apologies. I took it at face value with it. Slap on the wrist for me, naughty me. But as I said, I'll be more careful with kind of vetting these things in future. But look, that's kind of like, what can you do? What can you do with that one? And I'm sure other people that may have seen it as well, and maybe commented on it, maybe went to that conclusion as well. I mean, the person even says that that's how they kind of like conceive that they have been banned. Yes, 50 is not a huge amount, but at the time you go, again, trust in what players have to say. I'll know in future to be better with that. In any case, thank you for watching this video. We have got some really cool side quest coverage coming up today, and some interesting topics coming up very soon. Check out some other content located on screen. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.